All right, everyone, welcome back to part 4 of the social media series. Today we're talking about Reels, okay? Reels are so big right now, and I actually know for a fact that Instagram is transitioning from more photo content into a more video forward platform. Okay, so Reels are really, really important right now because they're a way for your content to get seen by more people than just your following. And when Reels first came out, I had a lot of resistance. So if you're feeling the resistance, I understand. It's kind of scary sometimes to put yourself out there on video, but like I talked about in the consistency video, if you're willing to, it is so worth the while. So what I'm gonna be covering today are just a few tips and tricks that I've learned from doing a lot of researching, a lot of studying, and a lot of playing in the field of creating Reels. And I've really stepped into creating more video content here in the last, 6 months, and I can see the growth of my following, the growth of my interaction, and it's really, really cool to see because I know for a lot of people in the last few years that's gone down quite a bit because of the way that the Instagram algorithm has shifted and changed. So just so you guys know, this is not a video on how to manually create the Reels. These are just the ideas. So what you can do is you can really simply and easily go to YouTube. This is what I did. And if you've never made a reel or you've made some but you want little tips and tricks, literally go to YouTube and type in how to make a reel. There's screen grabs, there's screen shares of everything, but these are gonna be really helpful tips outside of how to actually manually make the reel and more of the ideas, content, conceptual, marketing, things like that. So the first thing I want to talk about is themes. And I love having themes for my social media because it helps me stay focused on what is going to be valuable and what I enjoy talking about. So picking your 3 to 5 themes is always a really important first step. So maybe for you, your themes are, building an online business, creating freedom for people. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's fashion, maybe it's that you have a dog that you're absolutely obsessed with and you want to make creative stuff with the dog. Maybe it's spirituality, maybe it's sports. Maybe it's health and wellness. I love posting workout content. People love watching people work out. It's crazy. Maybe it's recipes. Maybe it's, one of them is obviously probably the collagen or the nutrition products because you're using them every single day. And what I'll say about Reels is it's actually really easy to get creative with Reels because there's so many examples out there. So what I want you guys to do is sit down, type or write out your 3 to 5 topics that you want to kind of circulate in between. If you have more, awesome. If you have less, all good. But I really recommend a minimum of 3 and a maximum of like 6 or 7. If you're kind of going in way too many directions, it can get overwhelming. But when people come to your page, you want them to know exactly what you're known for. So when people come to my page, I know that they're going to get content about my online business, creating freedom, creating flexibility, creating sovereignty in their life. They're gonna get motivation. They're gonna get like workout, health focused stuff, and maybe even hopefully a little bit of fashion. I like clothes. I like the whole style thing. I like more like luxe stuff. I'm also pretty chill. So I also like to be humorous, right? So there's so many different aspects of me, but my main focus is when I go to create content fall in one of those buckets. But I get creative with like even the health bucket can also be things about skincare. Health can be mental health. Health can be workouts. Health can be nutrition. Health can be foods I like, recipes, things I bought from Trader Joe's, right? Any of those things. So make your buckets. And then you're gonna brainstorm ideas. Just like I talked about in the last video, number 3, about being consistent, have buckets of different ideas for content that you're gonna create for your Reels. And then the biggest thing with the Reels is picking those themes, and then you can either like pick a trending audio or save audios on Instagram. So what I like to do is take 5 or 10 minutes every couple days or every week, and I like to go and I like to set like a 10-minute timer and scroll through Reels on Instagram. And what I do is I scroll through the Reels, and any of the audios that like spark something that I could create with, I save it. So you're gonna go to the audio, you're gonna save it, and then you can actually find all your saved audios and find the trending ones, find the ones that are like booming and have a lot of traction. And the faster you can use those audios while they're trending, the more likely people are going to see your page and see your reels on the explore page. So going through every week, seeing what audios are trending, seeing what ideas spark from it, and saving those audios so you can quickly go in each week or each day when you're creating your reels. I like to batch create my reels when I do them. So I literally might have like 2 or 3 shirts lined up or whatever, and I'll make like three or four reels with all the ideas I have at once. So they're done for the entire week. I just change my shirt. Sometimes I don't even change my shirt. Maybe I'll throw my hair up in a bun, change it up a little bit so it's like stimulating for the eyes, and I'll have all my ideas laid out for each audio and what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do. Being organized like that every single week has helped me save so much time, where I don't wake up in the morning and I'm like, what do I do? What reel do I create? I create all of them beforehand and I save them in my drafts. A couple tips when you're creating your reels is using quick texts. So instead of having a text on the screen the whole time, have it be quick, because then people will rewatch the video and they'll slow it down or they'll hold down. Their eyes will be on the screen longer. So having quick texts that are on the left side, like you're reading from left to right, instead of centered or on the right side, it's harder for people to read those. So you want to have reels that are shorter in length. The text length is shorter, so they have to rewatch it. And ideally, if it's a shorter reel, like a 7 to 15 second reel, people aren't going to get bored and scroll through. They'll watch it and it'll be so quick that they'll rewatch it again. And then you'll get more views on your reel, which means more eyes are getting on the reel because the algorithm's gonna pop it up. Okay, so quick text, align it to the left so people can read it like normal. Make sure the text is big enough for people to read so they can read it easier. You want this to be accessible for people, and people have a short attention span. I think that I read an article where the attention span's like 7 to 8 seconds right now. And that's been designed through reels because people scroll every 5, 7, 10, 15 seconds. So the shorter you can make the reels with less words on the reel, the better. Okay, and so what you're like, some ideas for you guys, especially when it comes to our business, network marketing, that kind of stuff. With your other stuff, like if you're posted about your dog, your faith, your fashion, your hobbies, your workout routine, whatever, get creative with those ideas. But some of the things you can do to support your business and market your business, because if you aren't marketing your business, people won't know you have a business, whether it's the financial opportunity, whether it's creating more freedom, whether it's business education, product education, showing your face and educating on something. I think the biggest things are promoting your product, but doing it in a way that's not spammy. And Zach and Ian talk a lot about this. People don't just want to see a transactional before and after. They want to have an emotion attached to it. So for example, if you're sharing the collagen elixir and you're just posting before and afters in a reel to an audio, that's probably not as effective as if you go on and you share a quick 30-second clip with your before and after posted on that reel, where you're talking about how you felt before versus how you feel now. Same with the business opportunity. Instead of just sharing like, hey, I've created all this freedom with our business opportunity, share where you were before. Share a video of what your life looked like before versus what it looks like now. Like, share the transformation. Maybe it's sharing the community that we have with Isagenix and what you love about the community, your hobbies, your lifestyle, your family, providing value in every area. Maybe it's providing value if you're really into style, providing style tips. If you're really into reading, a list of books that you love this month, maybe 3 books, you show them really fast, you put little descriptors in the comment below, and you're good to go, right? Share knowledge, share something you've learned today. Share before and afters if you'd like, but talk about them. Talk about the impact it's made in that person's life. Okay. Another thing you can do with reels is adding value in the captions. So instead of putting all of the content in the actual reel, do a little teaser, enough for people to want some more information, and then say, read the caption below, or DM me for more information, or read below on how to order, or read below to apply to work with me, or something like that. And then in the caption, you can type out more of a description so that when people are watching the reel, they get locked in instead of so much text being on the screen that they're like overwhelmed, right? So add the value in the caption and show the story and create the visual through the reel. Another idea is like, see what other people are doing. Like the best copycat can kind of win when you're starting in network marketing and when you're starting in creating reels. Like things trend for a reason. So if there's a bunch of people doing something on an audio and you really like it and you can make it a little bit more you or your style and you can put your own twist on it, or you see other leaders in the company doing something that you really like, take the idea and run with it, but make it your own. Okay, so recreate it and put a spin and your style on it. And that's what I like to do. I like to get inspiration and ideas from other people, but I don't like to copy it. I like to add my branding into it. I like to add my style or my humor or something that makes me really unique into it, with still using like a trending audio or something like that. Okay, what else do I have here? Also, if you are doing an audio where you're speaking, make sure that if you add an audio that's trending to it, you turn the volume down a little bit so people can hear your voice. They want to be able to hear your voice and not all the music. If you have something that you already recorded where you don't want music playing, you can still, this is a tip, you can still use a trending audio, but turn the volume down to 0. So it still captures the video and the reel as a trending audio, even though it's not playing. So if you find something that's trending, just turn the volume all the way down if you're like educating on something or you have a different audio that's already on the video that you want to play. Again, keep these short, keep them 10 to 30 seconds max. I find that the more I keep them condensed and short, the higher views I get because people are watching them more than once. The higher reach it gets because the algorithm just likes it. So keep them quick. But usually the trending audios are around 10 to 15 seconds anyway, so it's gonna help you, force you to keep it quick. Also, use quick video transition. So if you're transitioning from a before to an after, or from like, I did this, now I did this, make sure they're quick transitions. So it's not like 20 seconds of a video, another 20 seconds of a next video, another 20 seconds of the next video. Instead, take the most important parts of those clips and like have them switch and transition very quickly. Because again, it's about the attention span and getting people to see the point of the reel as fast as possible. One of the last things I'm gonna say is show your face. Show your face. I know it's easy to like have photos or video content on there, or even showing other things or the product or whatever, but people want to see your face. They would rather see your face talking about the impact that the business model has made on you, seeing your face versus seeing just a before and after of somebody else, right? They want to see your face, they want to see your personality, and this goes back to the last video about creating trust and consistently showing up so that people can understand who you are, they can see who they're going into business with, and if they trust you or not. And I just want to say with reels, get creative and have fun with them. And some of them will land and some of them won't. Some of them will be busts. Some of them won't get any views and any likes, and that's okay, but have fun with them. If you want to do the voiceovers, do the voiceovers and get good at the voiceovers. If you want to, get really good at sharing tips, share tips. Add captions. That's one last thing. Add captions so people can see it. If they're at work and they can't read it or they can't listen to it, they can read it. Adding captions, I found, has also been really effective for me. But just know, like, you can do this. Consistently showing up on Reels is really important right now. Video content is really important. I think that the video content that's going to be going out in the next few years, and people who really own it and step into showing their face, showing them speaking, sharing valuable content, are going to blow past the stagnant photos, because again, it comes down to showing your personality. You're getting out of your comfort zone. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of you guys for doing so. It's not easy, especially if you're introverted or you're shy or you lack a little bit of confidence, but it will happen over time. Have fun with it. Use people as inspiration. Go back, look at my reels if you want to. You can see how bad I was at them in the beginning. But get creative and have fun with it, because without the fun in this all, there is no point. So I'm proud of every single one of you. Best of luck on creating reels. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I would love to answer. And if I need to make a follow-up video, I definitely can. But I love you guys, and let's go make some reels.